TheOneBeyond wanted to see how fast SRP could evolve. To satisfy his curiosity, TheOneBeyond lifted all genetic limitations he set in the parasites to limit their ability to grow. Now, with their genetic limitations removed, can SRP grow strong enough to take over the entire Minecraft realm? This is just one of many experiments I have planned, letting the world run itself, watching what emerges, all in pursuit of the truth. Subscribe to follow the research. Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back for another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be doing a 100-day video. Basically, I'm just going to let the world run for 100-ish days and see how much of the world SRP will infect. The meteorite will come down on day like 2 to 3, and then SRP will get started. So, yeah, I'm just going to chill in this area with my, I don't know if I go spectator, probably won't. I'm just going to go F1 and chill right here, wait for the meteorite to come down, give myself night vision, and yeah, once the meteorite crashed down, I'll probably say something, but it's gonna be like a voiceover, so I'm not gonna say it like as soon as it happens, but YouTube people will see it, Patreon folks won't, so I just wanted to say that. The parasites TheOneBeyond got out finally reached the realm. TheOneBeyond wasn't surprised it was a Minecraft realm, due to the parasites' call from the realms, their desire to eat every single Minecraft variant realm. The parasites got to work immediately. The night of the crash, the parasites had grown enough to reach phase 4, but they weren't quite ready for beacons yet. Currently, the majority of parasites were raptors, with a few assimilated mobs spread out here and there. The overworld still had a pulse, a shot left to fight back, but couldn't take it. SRP had grown a lot faster than I thought possible during this experiment. By day 6, the parasites had started to spawn beacons, routers, and dispatchers, starting to claim their territory in the vast overworld. The parasites had also reached phase 5, unlocking stronger, faster parasites. Soon, the parasites will take over the overworld, and resistance will be futile. The parasites are just getting started showing their prowess to TheOneBeyond. It hasn't even been a full day since the beacon spawned, and it already evolved to stage 2. It hasn't quite yet gained the ability to spawn nodes, but has started to infect the surrounding area. Instead, dispatchers have grown enough to spawn its protective structure. The dispatchers started to protect their territory, spawning in their claws and shooters. Another day has gone by, and the parasites had grown massively. They reached phase 6 and evolved a stage 3 beacon. The beacon started to infect more land, claiming more of it for the parasites. Now that the parasites reached phase 6, the heavy hitters could start to come out. The parasites who started to spawn could use biological abilities to spawn orbs of energy, among other things. The overworld is doomed now, with no chance of coming back. All that's left is for the parasites to truly claim the overworld with a node. By day 22, the meteorite has came down, and we have whatever these are. I don't know what these are considered. Whatever these are considered. Oh, these are, oh, they're dispatchers. Okay, so the dispatcher stage 3. Then over there should probably be a dispatcher stage 3 and dispatcher stage 3. This is really, really like wild though, how like close they spawn to each other. And only 22 days, and it's already started the block infection. So probably by day 40, we'll have what tier back in stage 3. So day 40 will definitely have a node and a colony. Well, at least a node. Okay, to properly buff up the overworld's SRP parasites, I'm gonna go trigger them in the nether real quick and put them to phase 10, so they are at the strongest, the ubiquitous level. Oh, okay, so wow, they're already at phase 10, so after 22 days, phase 10. Well, granted, they are in impossible mode, so maybe that, uh, like, fixed it or made it go faster or something like that. I have no clue if impossible mode makes them go faster or not. And then we're gonna continue on with the time lapse and let them continue growing and seeing what happens. So I hope y'all enjoy another. I don't know if it's gonna be another 20 days or what, because I fell asleep last night and I gotta go for as long as then, and that's what's gonna end up not happening now. I'm just gonna let it go for as long as I can until I have to go to work. So I'm gonna stop talking, like I said, and I hope y'all enjoy. The parasites unlock their ability to spawn nodes to create their biome. The parasites had already taken over the overworld before, but now it will become concrete with their node. It's time to move on to other dimensions in the Minecraft realm. The next target is the Nether, the home of the Hellfire. Alright, so another like 10-ish days have passed, and we have managed to reach the point where the parasite biome actually is spreading. It's taking over all this area. There's a colony right here. It hasn't started building any buildings yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Not too sure. We got one of the stage 4 beacons. Beacons, not beacons. Slowly going this way. There's a whole bunch of them everywhere. I'm not quite too sure where the node is though. Somewhere probably closer to the centerish area. Right here. Here the node is. This is where it all started from. So from there, it has spread all the way out here and taken over all this in only 31 days. I think for day 33, because it's already managed to take over all of this land basically, or the next time I record, I'm gonna have them get started in the nether and see how long it takes them to take over there. And then once they've taken over the nether, we're gonna go into the end and see if they can take over the entire Minecraft world in 100 days. All right, here we are in the nether. I set it to phase 1 and I'm gonna let it like spread and see what happens by the time I get back from work, because I'm gonna assume by the time I get back, basically this entire area is gonna be taken over by SRP, but we will see. So let me get to a good vantage point and I will start the time lapse. Right here works, so hope y'all enjoy, and I will be back in like 6 to 6.5 hours. All right, it has reached day 52, and surprisingly, nothing hasn't got infected in the nether. It is on phase 8 though. So I mean, it definitely has the ability to do stuff. It has mobs with that. It has vectors, but for some reason, no beacons or beacons or this whatever the other one's called is spawning. Oh well, here we can see some parasites starting to spawn. I don't know why they weren't before. Now they are spawning. Really, really weird. Anyway, I'm gonna let them. Oh, we see it for the first time, like actually spawn. The Draco thingy, the Draco Lich, whatever it's called. But now that they actually managed to spawn, this will be a lot more interesting. So I'm gonna let the nether continue on until it takes over, and we will see whenever that is, and we'll go to the end after to let the parasites try to take over the end. So the parasites have started their attack on the nether, home of hellfire, bane to parasites. The parasites will have a disadvantage due to their innate weakness of fire/lava, which even the strongest parasites have. It is the way of the heavens for every creature to have a weakness. The greater the weakness, the stronger the creature. The One Beyond didn't believe in this, so he had hoped the parasites could overcome their weakness to become greater use in his journey towards the truth. The parasites seem to have become stuck in a loop of evolving and regressing their phase due to the lava. The One Beyond was disappointed. Even though that they were having a hard time to stay at their full peak potential, the parasites were still able to spawn a colony, but no node to claim the nether. At the highest, they had reached phase 10, but the nether's hellfires proved to be too much for the parasites to handle, forcing them to spread slower and not being able to be at their strongest. Day 60, so we will be in here for another few more days, like 6-ish or something like that, or honestly, basically until it takes over the full nether, which shouldn't take too much longer, so I'm kind of curious what they're taking damage from real quick. No, it's taking damage because it's not at the fired phase anymore. I wonder what happened. What the hell? That is really weird. Really, really weird. Anyway, I'm gonna let it continue going and 100 days is day 70, so I'm just gonna let it chill for another like 2-ish hours, and then that's not gonna get all the way to day 100, but all right, it has been 103 days, and SRP has managed to take over the overworld, but it quite could not. I cannot speak. Oh my god, it could quite not take over the Nether. It kept advancing to phase 5 and then decreasing. Phase 5 decreasing, because my guess is that all the lava just kept killing parasites and everything like that that caused them to lose points. So yeah, we saw how much of the world the SRP can infect in 100 days, kind of assuming it infect the Nether and End, but it only really managed to do the overworld. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and peace out, bye-bye. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you and remind you to like, comment, and sub, as all 3 of those things will help me out a whole bunch. And if you have already done those 3 things and you still want to support me somehow, check out my Patreon and my YouTube membership. The link for the Patreon will be in the description of the video. They both give you access to different perks. Like my Patreon will, on the highest tier, will let you get access to my unedited videos, and you can also get sneak peeks of my future videos on YouTube. While the YouTube membership at the highest tier will give you access to my videos on early access, and you can also get a shout out for both the Patreon and YouTube at the end of each video. Thank you each and every one of my Patreon and YouTube memberships. Your names will be on the screen right now. Your support means a whole lot, and it lets me continue making content with more effort and just in general.